Hello everyone, Anne here, the little French in Big Texas. Short video here to share with you an article I read the other day in a French newspaper. It was about homeschooling. So homeschooling in France is not something you see every day. Most kids go into the public school system. You have some semi-private and private schools as well that are much cheaper than in the US, and that's where the kids go. And school is mandatory from 3 to 16. So most kids, public school system paid by the government, and that is it. But there was possibility to homeschool your kids if they fell into a few criteria. You had to ask for a special permission to the state, get it approved, and once it was approved, you could do it and follow certain, it's very strict. You have to follow, you probably provide some documentation for the work done. But what's interesting here is that you pretty much have 4 criteria to qualify for an exception. The first one is if your kid has a handicap, you might qualify. The second one is if your kid is into sports, like high-level sports and spending a lot of time training during the day for swimming, running, whatever, sports. The third thing is if the parents are just moving around for various reasons, work reason, not stable in one place, meaning the kid cannot go into one school. And the fourth reason, which pretty much was the one used for most parents, was for family-related reasons. And what's interesting in that article is that most applications right now are getting denied, meaning the French state is really trying to reduce the homeschooling as much as possible. And let's be honest here, not everybody's going to be an Olympic swimmer and qualify for homeschooling. So you've got a few kids with handicap, but these are far in between as well. Parents moving around the country as well, unless you work for a circus going around. So it's really that last category, personal family exemption, that's getting denied. And so they're telling the parents, you've got association, working around it, trying to appeal the denial. But I found it very interesting here. I wanted to have to funnel all the kids through the school system. It was already very much the case. Some years back, not to tell my age, but at the time I went to school, the French school system was actually pretty decent, the public school. Depending on where you live, just like the US, you had better school districts than others, better high school than others, so you had to live closer to a good one. But you had very high level of education. So people would go naturally, unless there was a reason not to. And denying these few reasons not to, it makes you wonder, right? Just food for thoughts here, just some food for thoughts, especially comparing with the Texas here, where you can pretty much do what you want. It's your kids, you're responsible for their education, so it's really up to you. It's a completely different concept. Here in France, the state is responsible for the education of your kids and deciding how, when, and so on you educate them. Anyway, as I said, food for thoughts. I will leave it as is. Have a good day, everyone.